unencumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So Notre Dame's offense will start this game off with the football.
Job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. Holds it on the bootleg fake. Grab near the marker. It's Zimmerman. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The play fake on first down to throw. He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. He'll do it himself. There he goes! A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. He's got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets it past the marker. And he watches it for the score. Touchdown, Texas! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on second and inches. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Handoff to the single back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. They'll run this play from the pistol. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. The tag. Touchdown, Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond. Oh, he's getting it ahead of Steve. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Horns up and ready to hook up. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to set up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'd love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Sends it back in motion, keeping it on the ground with the running back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. The field goal is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moved. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Shields. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seam zone, know when to sit it down. Boom, positive yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 32.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He wants to change this route. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Shields. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of,
He's going for a big play downfield. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try and field goal. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll leave it with him. There we go. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Unloads quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. Right back to the well. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to the ground game on the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Firing to the right, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Brooklyn is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite.
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Texas! Oh, that will be in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this, we're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Now let's take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 15 to Central Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead in the third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes or post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Running it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Here comes the Texas offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, probably you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's hot. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Power football with the run. Passes to 30. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Most important part of the clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Got the back over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Notre Dame would love to just bleed this clock dry. They'll run it. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll go to the ground. Short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses it. And preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the returner can find no daylight. He goes down. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to get outside. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he will go nowhere on the final play of the game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road.
They do, and they've shown